Organ sex workers now eligible for COVID checks. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Transgender hookers are at the top of the list. Wait a minute. Transgender hookers? So let me get this straight. If I just close my eyes really tight and snap my fingers, does that mean I can get a COVID check too? Playa to playa, pimp to pimp. It pays these days to walk with a limp. Ladies and gentlemen, you want some free money? You want to make some cash? You want to see a free preview of the socialist utopia they're trying to bring upon us? Hop in your car, take a drive. I don't know where you're coming from. It might be a long drive, but stop in the Antifa-sacked city of Portland. See the sights. Have some of those crappy-looking voodoo donuts they talk about. Do whatever you want to do, but remember, just make sure they know that you're a transgender hooker. Yes, Oregon sex workers now eligible for COVID aid. We've got to read this to believe it, ladies and gentlemen. Strippers, prostitutes, porn stars, and other in the industry, pimps, are now eligible to receive COVID grant money in Oregon. $600,000 has been allocated through the Oregon Health Authority, and the funds will be distributed through a Marxist-aligned organization called Haymarket Pole Collective. Lovely. Perhaps even more outrageous, the YMCA is helping to raise additional funds for anybody that hasn't put together the whole BLM, Marxism, Antifa connection. Just know that not the YMCA. What's the YWCA? I have no idea. Let's take a look really quick. YWCA. Okay, hold on. Excuse me. It's not the YMCA, all right? Oh my God. Eliminating racism, empowering women, YWCA, until justice just is. I don't know what they're going to have to do for that. They'll have to exterminate something maybe, but this isn't what this video is about, all right? But now we know what the YWCA is, and that'll probably now be another video for the future because I'm sure there's some crazy heebie-jeebie, hoobie-jooby in there. So let's take a look back at this article, all right? The $600,000, the YWCA. Preference is given to transgender and non-white sex workers. I never thought I'd be doing an article or talking about an article about this. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Let's see what they're saying here. Anyone who has made income from using their or other people's sexuality to financially assist themselves can apply, said Kat Hollis, founder of PDX Stripper Strike and Haymarket Pole Collective, which is administering the grant. Priority will be given to Black, Indigenous, and transgender applicants. So remember, make sure you just tell them you want to be a pineapple or another sex or a cat, a transgender, cis, whatever cat. I don't know how their world of acronyms works. I really don't. But those with minor dependents living in the household, dear God, I feel bad for those minor dependents living in that household and those experiencing homelessness. The funds are part of $45 million in health equity grants distributed by the Oregon Health Authority to mitigate the spread of COVID-19 in tribal communities and communities of color, which have been disproportionately affected by the virus. So transgender hookers on an Indian reservation, good to go. I don't, we all know where this is heading, folks. We all know what they're doing. This is like another country. This isn't like the United States. I don't know what this is, but it's definitely a precursor for something terrible on the horizon. We can all feel it. We can all feel it coming. The grants will allow Haymarket Pole Collective to provide financial assistance to 75 people who can receive up to $1,600 in rent assistance, $500 in utility assistance, and $150 towards internet services. This was the Haymarket Pole Collective's first grant application. The YWCA of Greater Portland, which provides domestic violence services, social justice programs, and services to women and families, is serving as the fiscal agent for the grant's distribution. Obviously, that's not the entirety of what they do. That's their cover for what they actually do. And I'm sure what they actually do has to do with Marxism. Like we said when we looked it up just before, that'll probably become a video in the very near future. So let's keep reading this article. Yes. YWCA is the current lineage of the Young Women's Christian Association. Oh, oddly enough, however, they leave the Christian part out of there. I didn't see that on there. YWCA. Let's see. Community, does it say it anywhere? Racial justice and rights, empowerment. The YWCA, it's nowhere on here. It's nowhere on here. I can't believe that. So they're shrouding all of this Marxist crap in a young women's Christian association that does things with our children and our young women. And this is going to have to become another video because we just discovered this live while we were recording this right now. I'm not cutting this. I'm not going to edit this. I'm going to leave this in this video because I want you guys to talk about this. That is some screwed up crap. They're hiding and infiltrating their doctrine throughout all of these young programs, masquerading these programs for young women, masquerading as religious things, as Christian women's associations. This is ridiculous. Wow. Things labeled Haymarket in politics are typically an ode to early Marxist movements of the late 1800s, most notably in Haymarket Books, which publishes a variety of far-left Marxist propaganda. Folks, all the warning signs are there. Obviously, we can now go and do magic mushrooms and shoot up heroin in the streets of Portland. They don't care. Everything's legal now. Everything's legal. They should just build a wall of it. We can get Kurt Russell in there as Snake Plissken, and we can do a third Escape from New York type movie. Just call it Escape from Portland, because it's becoming a cesspool. I mean, it already is a cesspool. It was a cesspool 10 years ago when I was there stepping over homeless people and trying not to step into human excrement. But it's even worse. Now it's a hellhole. But folks, it's not really about this. This is a cover. This is a cover for this sick, twisted, venomous, poisonous, leech-like sucking the life out of people, this social justice, this Marxism, this whole thing where they're training people to become dependent leeches, ticks on the teat of the government. And when people are dependent on the government can do whatever the hell it wants to do. It can do whatever the hell it wants to do. Just look up any socialist country around the world. Look at Venezuela. Look what happened down there. Do you really want that in your backyard? I don't. Not for my kids. Not for my future, not for this country, not for our future, not now, not ever. Not ever. Yeah, mate, come here, mate. I need to talk to you about something, mate. I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel right here. There's this subscribe button, right? You hit this subscribe button and you say, hey mate, I want to be part of the movement, the right wing conservative movement, right? And then you like it, you share it, right? And we do this because we have a major dingo problem here. Oh, don't get me started on the dingo. They snatch babies. They do all kinds of horrible things. So if you want to prevent dingoes from coming into our cities and attacking our storefronts, taking our babies, doing horrible things, you like it, you share it, you subscribe, and then you go and get Parler right there. You look up at The James Lane. Yeah. Right there. Excuse me. Oh, God. Yeah. Sorry. So, you subscribe, you follow, you do all that good stuff. We get together and we do a good old-fashioned boot party right there on the left. All right, mate. I'll see you next time.